Hello ladies and gents, I am the Noobsader King and welcome to this video which I am doing a mod spotlight for the mod Grimy Utilities, which was sent to me by my buddy Grimy. He wanted me to do a spotlight sort of review thing for it, and now this mod is just amazing. It adds in all of these tiny little things that you can add on in your game which just make it so much better, and it's just a bunch of tiny things, and these tiny little things can just mean so much to the gameplay. So I'm just going to get straight into this. I am going to show you the first feature of the mod, which is the hotkey spellcasting, which is absolutely incredible. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my menu, go into mod configuration now and find Grimy Utilities. Now go into hotkey cast spells. All you have to do to activate this feature is hit this key here, register spell menu keys, and then set your hotkeys, so whatever you want them to be. So I'm going to set my hotkeys to my number 1 key on my keyboard, my number 2 and number 3, just because it's easy. And so once you do that, you notice your hotcast favorites key is here. So I'm going to hotkey some of my favorite spells into the game. So I'm going to go into my, for some reason my sword is just unequipped, get back in my hand. So I'm going to go into my magic tab, and if you watch any of the Let's Plays on my channel, one of my favourite spells in the game is the Invisibility spell. And so whilst hovering over that, I hit the G key, and I'm going to click on number 1, and now my invisibility is set to number 1. Awesome. I also would like to have a bit of healing. Hit the G key, number 2. Maybe I would like to conjure a flame antronarch. G key, number 3. Awesome. So now I've come out of this. As you can see, I have not equipped the invisibility spell to either hand. I have 2 swords. I'm just going to hit the number 1 key and I'm invisible. Absolutely amazing. If that's just absolutely incredible. It is so useful. I mean, it's such a pain going in and out of menus to find these keys. And I have got myself here a little friend, and he's a troll, and we're going to fight him for your pleasure. Hello, buddy. Hello. So this guy, he's starting to hit me. He's being a bit of a douchebag. He's very ugly. And I'm taking damage. I'm like, dude, come on. So I'm just going to hit the number 2 key. Fast healing. And I didn't even have to unequip my weapons to do it. Amazing. I don't want to fight him anymore. So I'm going to conjure a flame antronarch just like that, by hitting the 3 key. Just amazing, isn't it? I can't get over how brilliant that feature of this mod is. So let's go on to the next feature. So this feature works in a very similar way to the previous feature. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to hotkey items and instead of spells. So you go back into your mod configuration menu here, Grimy Utilities, and go down to item queue tools. So I'll show you here how to use potions with hotkeys. So I'm going to register inventory hotkeys and hit that key to activate it. And so I'm going to show you how to use health potions and magicka potions. So I'm going to register health and register magicka. So what you have to do here is you have to set your hotkey to whatever key you want your health potion to be on. So I'm going to put health potions on H, and I'll put magicka on K. So what it does is it uses the weaker ones first. So when you start hitting it, it'll use the minor ones. When you run out of minor, it will use healing, and then plentiful healing, or plentiful magicka, or so on and so forth. So I'll show you how it works. If we just equip our other sword here, just to show you that I am using both hands on swords. If we find our friend who's gone for a wander. Hello, my friend. You're very ugly, aren't you? So he starts hitting me, and I'm taking damage. Oh no, what am I going to do? I'm just going to use some minor healing potions, bitch. Ha, that's right, you chase after me. Maybe I want to turn invisible by hitting the number 1 key. So I'm running away, turning invisible. Uh-oh. Hit the K key to use some potions of minor magicka, and I've already got full magicka. Silly troll. He's so dumb. We just basically made him our little bitch. Very, very cool feature. So this next feature I'm going to show you can be applied in this way. So you're standing over your kill, teabagging him, and you want to have a look at the weapon that you use to kill him. Very cool. So you go into mod configurations, Grimy Utilities, and go down here to utility spells, is it? No, it's not. It's right here in tempering tools. So you want to hit this register inventory hotkey. So you have 2 keys now. You have the inspect hotkey, which is Y, and the temper equipped hotkey, which is T. What are they, I hear you ask? I'll show you. So if we go into our inventory and look at our items, we have our Daedric Sword of the Inferno. Amazing. So I hover over it, hit Y, and it will bring up this little menu here, which will tell you just more information about it. Now, I'm not the most knowledgeable on things like this, but it will just tell you the speed at which it hits, the stagger it will cause, the reach, its base damage, its crit damage, all of these tiny little things that any of you out there, if you wanted to know more about an item without looking up on the wiki, it's just there at your fingertips by just hitting the Y key. Just incredible. Another brilliant feature this mod has, going back into the menu here, if you go down to your perk tools, it allows you, just by the click of any of these buttons, to just refund any of your perk trees you have. If you decide, oh damn it, I didn't want to spend my perk tree in this way, don't sweat it. You can just hit one of these buttons and it will show you. So if I go into my skills tree, I'm using a mod for any additional perks, by the way. Say if I want to, I don't know, reset my lockpicking tree, I've spent 2 bits on this, I've spent 2 perks on that section. So if I go into my mod configuration menu, Grimy Utilities, and down to perk tools, lockpicking, refund lockpicking perks. I hit that go button, accept, and now they're gone, and I have my 2 perks. Well, I can spend them however, I can spend them on whatever I wanted. Now I'm going to put them back into what I had them on, but you could spend them on whatever else. Another really cool feature with this mod, the list just goes on and on and on. It's amazing, I love it. Another great little feature this mod adds, if you're one of those guys that just loves to keep their spellbook tidy, you can now delete spells, which I have to say is really cool. I mean, I've never, in the playthrough of this character, I have 100 hours on this one character, I have never used a calm spell. Never. And maybe I just don't want it cluttering up my space, so I'm just going to go, you know what, hover over it and hit the delete key. Yeah, I'm sure I want to forget that spell, and it's gone. I don't really use destruction, I'm much more of an illusion man. Chain lightning? Get out of town. Conjure familiar. Bugger off. I just love this mod. Another really cool feature this mod adds, it allows you to temper your weapon. So if you're a blacksmithing nerd, tempering is basically where you sharpen it, make it a finer weapon by using the same material you made the weapon as. And so by adding tempering, I just think this is a really cool little feature to make your weapons even stronger than they already are. So just for an example, just show how I do it. To temper my Daedric sword, which is made of ebony, you're going to need an ebony ingot. You hover over it, press the T key, and it will temper it. As you can see, the value has gone up to 36 from 29, and my smithing still has increased. Which is really cool. I've just got 5 more damage. I've used an ebony ingot on it. That's amazing. And then I can temper it again, and the value will go up. Look at the damage rising as I use more and more Daedric ingots. It's ebony ingots. A really cool feature. So as we stand here over the dead body of our ugly little friend, that brings our mod spotlight / review of Grimy Utilities to a close. There are loads more features in these mods, and I've only covered a few because I wanted to keep this short and sweet and just give you an introduction to the mod and let you discover a lot of the other ones yourself. It's a really cool mod. I highly recommend it to anyone who plays Skyrim on PC. Honestly, after using it now, I don't know how I'm going to go without it. Very, very cool mod. Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I am the Noobsader King, and hey, check out some of my other videos. If you enjoyed me in this video in particular, you may also like some of my Let's Plays. I have a Dawnguard Let's Play on Skyrim, I have a CK2, a Game of Thrones Let's Play. If you don't know what that is, check out the video. If you're a Game of Thrones fans, you'll probably love it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. See you around.